Subscribe and click the bell icon for the latest updates and notifications from the Indian Express.
At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom.
In 1929, when the then Congress President Jawaharlal Nehru called for poorna swaraj, complete independence, the date picked was January 26th. The following year, party members took to celebrating January 26th as Independence Day in anticipation, and the trend caught on. But the events unfolding in later years gave us August 15th as the Indian Independence Day, while January 26, 1950 became Republic Day, marking the day the Indian Constitution came into effect. Even as the struggle for independence raged on in India, the British were reeling from the aftermath of World War II, which came to an end in 1945. When the Labour Party came to power in 1945 in a financially drained Britain, talks of granting independence to British colonies, including India, grew louder. In 1947, Lord Mountbatten took over as the last Viceroy of India, intending to oversee the transfer of power planned by the British Parliament by June 30th, 1948. But with communal tensions and acts of violence rising in the country, Mountbatten decided to expedite the process and chose August 15, 1947 instead. At that time, Mountbatten claimed that by advancing the date, he was ensuring that there will be no bloodshed or riot. He was, of course, to be proven wrong. Although later he tried to justify this by saying, wherever colonial rule has ended, there has been bloodshed. That is the price you pay. The Indian Independence Bill was introduced in the British House of Commons on July 4, 1947, and within a fortnight it was passed. The bill called for the end of British rule in India and the creation of two separate nations, India and Pakistan, which would no longer be part of the British Commonwealth. Mountbatten later claimed, as quoted in Freedom at Midnight, that the date I chose came out of the blue. I chose it in reply to a question. I was determined to show I was the master of the whole event. When they asked had we set a date, I knew it had to be soon. I hadn't worked it out exactly then. I thought it was about August or September, and I then went out to the 15th August. Why? Because it was the second anniversary of Japan's surrender. A little trivia before we go on. During World War II, Japan had surrendered on August 15, 1945 to the Allies, and by September 4, 1945, Mountbatten, the then Supreme Allied Commander of Southeast Asia, had signed off on the former Japanese surrender of Singapore. The Indian Independence Bill signs off on August 15th as the date of independence for both India and Pakistan. In his first address to Pakistan, Jinnah said, August 15th is the birthday of the independent and sovereign state of Pakistan. It marks the fulfillment of the destiny of the Muslim nation, which made great sacrifices in the past few years to have its homeland. But by 1948, Pakistan was celebrating August 14th as the Independence Day, marking the day the transfer of power took place.